Today I had already made 2 videos for the Royal Rogue, which is something out of the ordinary, but you wanted me so badly to analyze Meghan, well, being completely ignored by Dame Kristin Scott. We remember her from so many great movies, not Meghan. Dame Kristin Scott, please, please. And well, I got one more in me. Let's do this. Royal thoughts. When you're an international laughingstock and everyone sees what you are except for a thick prince who is obsessed with his mother, who you continue to unearth and rub in his face. Oh my God, that came out wrong in so many ways. But yeah, Meghan was it's Dame Kristin Scott. I want to talk to her. I want to take a picture. Let's take a picture. Let's take a picture. I need to polish my Valley Girl accent. But then the video, we had a couple of videos. We had this first one in which, Meghan was looking like an alien. More on that later. Maybe that video is going to be for tomorrow. And Dame Kristin Scott was here. Okay, and she was absolutely ignoring her. Like Meghan does not exist. You see that Meghan was Meghan was doing what kind of face is that? Let me see if I can. It's always hard to try to mimic Meghan's facial expression, but we play this in slow motion, and you see Meghan is trying to use her mind control. Oh, she puts her hand on her chest like this. Maybe she I think she's talking to her. She's uttering words. But Kristin Scott is like, she's not here. I'm going to pretend that she's not here. Maybe she will go away. And it's when Meghan, turns around and says, oh, it's just like me. It's just like me. Have I told you the story when I was 11 years old? Please, no, I can. No, and then I guess that's the moment that Dame Kristin Scott said, oh no, this is my chance to just living in the most graceful way, with some grace, right? Because, yeah, Meghan was absolutely doing the thing. Yeah, you know what is the thing, right? When you try to empathize with somebody, but you force it in such a way that Meghan thought that she was acting, I don't know, in the theater. You needed everyone in all the audience to be able to look at your facial expressions. No, Meghan, this is not the theater. You have never been a theater actress, by the way. By the way, I must mention it. Maybe she would do some theater from now on. Who knows? I think that she's open to. Wait a minute. Wait a second. I don't want to say what I was. Oh, yes. And you see, Kristin Scott is, oh my God, get me out of here. And this guy is saying, I might have to enter into action. I might have to get Dame Kristin Scott out of here ASAP. But no, she just kind of walks away. I think they're going to play this. And see, he's got that look as, oh my God, I need to get out of here. I see cameras. And Meghan was absolutely talking about the dishwasher soap. She was talking about that. She was going, when I was 11 years old, she was full on that. Have no proof but no doubts either. And then, what was Meghan doing? Let me see. Do I have what is this? What? Do I have bad breath? No, that's okay. I don't need the mints. I don't need the mints. No, what was Meghan doing here? What was that? And then goodbye. It's like, yeah, when somebody you're at a mall, somebody says, "Can I help you?" I'm just looking, and yeah, it's like Kristin Scott was like, "No, I'm just looking. I have nothing to do with this lady. First time I saw her." That's another clip, by the way. I think that this is a clearer clip in which you see that Meghan was so absolutely delighted, and no, Kristin Scott didn't want anything to do with the grifter. Yeah. Ana Rojas, Meg ignored and talking to herself. It's like, when Serena Williams' mother that time. Dame Kristin Scott couldn't stand it, and Meg's horse jaw began to dance. No celebrity took a picture with Meghan, not even Eros. Meg is a social pariah. No matter how much pomp she can afford, she arrives with her pimp and always left alone. And there's another, in fact, it was not only Dame Kristin Scott that ignored her. At some point during the, how do you say that? The catwalk, whatever. They were watching the event, and Marcus Anderson was right next to her. And for some reason, she laughs and she looks at Marcus, and what? Nobody had that reaction. Why did Meghan have that reaction? And when she freaks out, oh, I shouldn't have laughed, right? I shouldn't have laughed. And I guess that Marcus was thinking to himself, yeah, you're so crazy. It's nobody was laughing. Nobody reacted like her. And oh, what is that? Why did Meghan? Some people are saying, some people are claiming, oh, there was somebody who stumbled upon the catwalk, but I have no way of proving that. So I'm gonna say that is just rumors from people. But either way, it's odd that she had that reaction, and absolutely nobody else had any sort of reaction, laughing at anything. That is odd, right? It's odd. Maybe she. Oh, I don't know. I was going to say something that I shouldn't say in this channel. I shouldn't say that in this channel. We have more other moments in which Meghan was, trying to draw attention and couldn't. Molly's mama makes a start at him, at this guy, this gentleman right here. Okay, we don't know who he is. If you know the name, please help me in the comments. Mexi started at him like a vulture going in on her kill. She overly flirted with this tall drink of water. She couldn't resist his dimples. Sure enough, her claw went on his arm or back as she looked up, throwing out sexual vibes. I am just reading what I found on the internet. That is completely inappropriate. This is not class. This is trash. Regardless of how nasty Harry is, you don't disrespect. Oh my God. This I get this from bashing Meghan 3 times the same day. You don't disrespect your husband and so openly. Vulgar. And you see that I don't have this video. I tried to look for it, but I don't know who has it. She was looking at him and oh, what is this? Harry. Are you home, Harry? I need to dial Harry. I should have a phone with a button. Again, I'm getting markled from so many Meghan videos in one day. I should drink some water. We need to talk to Harry. We need to tell Harry something is going on here. Definitely, there's something in the air. There's vibes. Paris. You remember the Devils. The Devil Wears Prada. There's the second, the sequel coming. When what was her name? What's the name of the character? Emily was Emily? I don't remember. I should look for it. But yeah, maybe Meghan had the Paris vibes. Let's see. Need to look for that. The cast. Andrea was Emily. Emily was the girl that Anne Hathaway was replacing in that movie. It's one of my favorite movies ever. It's flawless kino. Meghan, what were you doing? Why? And that people are looking at Meghan. Oh, she's doing that. She's doing that. The camera. So the guy was also. He was reciprocating. Oh, nice. So lovely. Oh, those moments. It's great to see our Duchess having fun for a change. So much work with all her Netflix obligations. Oh wait, she's got no more Netflix obligations, right? Right. Oh yeah, scratch that. No more Netflix obligations for our Duchess. But oh, sure, she was trying to enjoy it after being, absolutely ghosted in real time. But what can we say? I really I mean, this screenshot here, this frame is worth the ticket price. This for me is everything. I'm gonna get my cursor out so you can screenshot this, and maybe screenshot me out of context. I'm gonna do this right for your viewing pleasure. I don't know. And the video, there are a couple of videos that I want to make, how Meghan is looking, and also that Harry had this, was pretending that somebody had a stalker, but in fact it was only someone from the Sussex squad. The Sussex squad. You know how it is. We try to have fun here. I shouldn't make more Meghan videos today. I don't want to get Markle. This is so fun, right? So fun. We can't stop. When she does that, but how can we do otherwise? How can we do otherwise? You remember that video like a couple months ago? I'm not gonna focus more on the Dutch. No, Meghan had to do something very big, and here we are. Well, I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. Much love and bliss.